Hey folks, we're up here carrying on with Onslaught Resumes. We're going to be entering the Russian turn 7, so let's get right into it. We got a lot to cover. 6, again, another random event for the Russians. They've been getting one almost every turn. Oh, jeez, 65. I think this is going to be another artillery strike. 65 minefield. Oh, great. So I've just activated a minefield. Alright, so let's roll this to see what it is. One die. We rolled a 5, so we've just hit a 6 AP or an AT mine attack. So friendly unit stacked nearest to EBE has stumbled into a minefield as if they've just encountered one. So either it's a 1 AT or a 6 AP minefield for the closest unit. Now we do have choices here, so we can do this stack here or this guy right here, but of course we're in an enemy trench, so it's probably not going to be this guy. I think I'm okay having this guy be the target, and given the size and the worth, there's also this one down here for the same reasons. We could do these guys, but I think I'm okay with this guy up here being the unfortunate victim. Let's make it a 6 AP attack against these guys here. Alright, so IFT, there's a 5, 1 check. So this guy here. Now this would happen in the prep fire phase, but I'm just going to do it now. So these guys will not have a chance to rally. So that is a break, and just a break. ELR, pinned, and fine. So this guy's an ELR, and this guy here both break. This guy here is pinned. Right, so interesting times. Alright, let's get to the broken dudes for the Russians. And again, like before, we also have 4 self-rallies for them to do. This will be one. Let's try the wounded leader here. And the other guy, both needing 4s, and then the 7. So that's 2 so far. This will get rid of this for now. I'm not going to waste a 5 if I can afford to rally a different guy. Those guys would be 3s. We don't want that. Am I going to be stuck with a 6? No. Okay, here we go. This is 2 7s. And down here, we got a leader. A lot of broken guys. A lot of broken guys down here. And a leader. So yeah, it's going to be those 2 7s up top there. Although, this is an engineer with an 8, so yeah, he's definitely going to be 1. And then we'll do a 7 up there as well. It's going to be a 5. No, that's fine. Alright, so one of these 7s here. I'll do this guy here. No. Okay, so now we do regular rallies. This guy really has nowhere to run. But we'll do the 10 too. I have to keep them under DM now because once that 10 comes back, he's not going to be broken for very long. That guy needs a 4. Stay DM for that guy. These guys are going to make it to the house. And this guy here needs a 9. Alright, that guy's a 10, down 4 is a 6. So he's back. And then we need a 5, a 4, and a 6. Alright, you guys are in the trench, so I need a 9, 5, and an 8. 9, 5, 8. And that is that. Alright, before we get too far, let's remember to clone our territory here in the basement, in the sort of the bottom level. We have the school under control, so now we have all 4 stone multi-hex buildings. And now we just need to control 22 wood buildings and retain all 4 of those stone buildings. So we're halfway through the scenario, and we've got the 4 stones, so that's good. And we're halfway, over halfway of the wood buildings too. Alright, so now the Germans can do their rallies. So this guy finally made it to this building, so we're going to need 8s all the way down. 1, 2, 3. Finally, after 7 turns, 2 sides, they can finally enter the fray. I forgot to move that tank last turn too, because he panicked on the first turn that they entered. That's funny. Alright, so let's start with this guy here. That would be an 8 or 7-0, so we need an 8. And then we need 2 4s. 1, 2. Those guys should be under recall because their MA is disabled. And you here, fine, fine. Let's repair one of those guns. And then you here, fix the crew. Alright, these guys have to start coming back because Russians are going to be charging in and I need my fire base back. This guy needs a 9. Sorry. That was a 7, 8, 9, down 4 is a 5. I didn't make it. Forgot the DM. We'll take off the DM actually, because we're sitting in a shell hole, so that's not too bad. And we're nice and close to the action, so there's no point running away if I don't have to. This location here, this leader, that'll be enough. And then the squad won't. Alright, and I believe that is finally going to be that. Those guys just broke because of that mine attack, and then this guy up here. So, quick scan of the outside, see if I've missed anything. I missed another tank over here. Oh god, that's 2 pieces of armor that I've totally missed in the battle. Unreal. Unreal. Okay, well, they're going to be coming on now. Well, into turn 8. Alright, so that's it for the broke. Let's do the Russian prep fire. Do they get an artillery strike? 56 is enemy strong point. So no, if I would have rolled the 62, 63 or the 14, 15, then it would have got one of those artillery strikes. So that's good. So these two are mine. So this one comes off the 200, which was quite devastating. Did a lot of damage. So we don't have any Russian artillery to worry about. Now we just got to deal with the shooting. Alright, you guys here are going to shoot the adjacent dudes. It's going to be on the 12, up 1. No, wait, you're motion, so you don't get a +1. 5 on the 12 is going to be a 2 check. So the 2 broken guys. 1, 2. And the 2 half squads. 1, 2. So there goes that threat. And then you guys are in melee. These guys are heroic. They're pinned in melee because of the tank. So they can't do anything. They'll have to wait to the close combat to affect the tank. Same reason for those guys, which is good. You charging, barring a panic, so you're moving. Another melee going on here. This guy is a move command now because they're all advanced. So unfortunately this guy's going to be moving. Not sure what to do with the conscript. He's not going to go very far. This guy here is going to be shooting. Let's possess the gun. Now, do I want to fire the gun with a +2 to hit, or do I want to fire 8 up 2? The gun would give me a rate of fire of 2. I would lose 1 rate of fire. I believe that is correct. 1 rate of fire. Yeah, alright, so rate of fire reduced by 1. So I would have a rate of fire, but it'd only be on the 4 table. As opposed to an 8 up to 1 shots. So this would be a... It would be a 6 to hit. Wrong. Yeah, it would be a 6... No, it would be a +2 for the range. +2 building would cancel. So it would be +2 for inexperienced use. Would be a 6 or less to hit. It would give me a 4 table with a rate of fire 2. So I think I'm just going to fire the squad. That's going to give me an 8 up 2. 7 is a 1 check, so the 9-1. Broken and pinned. And booby trap task check, so they were fine. Sniper, Russian sniper's a 1. 5 for 5. Five for 5, so we're going to end up over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 6. One of these two over here. Or I could just move it to this location, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to drop it right here on the school. So its next shot's going to be somewhere in this area, which I think is more important. So that's fine. Let's go back to here. And that's it for that guy, so he's prepped. This 10-2 is fine. We're going to do a 6 flat. That's nothing. And then you, what are we going to do with you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you can't see the tank. You could fire here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be a +5, so there's not much point of that. You can see there. I don't think you're going to do anything. You could pivot. That would be +3, +4, +6, -1 would be a +5. Would be 3 or less to hit. Assuming you can do something, you don't panic. Okay, 3 or less to hit. Rate of fire, so that's a miss. Now he can do a 7 or less to hit. Rate of fire, now it's a 8 or less to hit. And rate of fire. On the 4 is a 1 check. And he's pinned. Again. Last shot. And nothing. This 447. It's going to do an 8 up 2. 1 check again. And heat of battle. You're going to be heroic and fanatic, so we're gonna get a hero, which is kind of important right now, and you're battle hardened, I should say. You panic. Nine is a move. Actually, that's a fire command, but you have no target, so you're going to move instead. You guys are still broken. Broken here, this guy. You don't panic because you're not conscript, so you're going to do 4 up 2 or 8 up 2 there. An MC on the 9-1. Broken, pinned, and fine. So the 548 task check and the 247 task check. So barely got a booby trap, and you're pinned as well. So let's pin everything here. Prep fire this, and roll for this. Alright, we have ranged in, so it's going to be a 7 or less to hit. And that's actually 8 or less to hit, that's a miss. Acquired twice. 9-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be on the 6 up 1. 6 on the 6 is a 1 check, so we have our leader. Again, break. Everything's breaking on me. The 4, 6, 7 is pinned, and the broken guy is a half squad. And task check for the 4, 6, 7, who is pinned. I have yet to roll a Russian booby trap. You fire command, gonna do right here, 8 up 3. 4, 5, 8. That's a move. Artillery friend is going to do a shot here, so it's going to be 8 at the hit. Hits with the gun. That's a critical, actually, so that's going to suck. And it's going to be a -2 against the leader squad 467. 467 gets a -2. So that is a 4 on the 24, so that guy's dead. Okay, so this guy here is dead. And 6 on the 12 should be a 2, yeah. 2 check for the 7-0, and the 447, pinned. We're going to combine one of these guys here. Get rid of the other one. They would have done this in the advanced phase, obviously. Oh, sorry, the rally phase. And that is a move command, but we're going to move this guy. We're going to fire the medium. So we're going to do a 4 down 2 shot. Ouch. So it's going to be a 5 on the 4 is a 1 check. And he's fine, no rates. And that guy. Let's do a 8, I guess it'll be a 12 up 2. That is a pinning task check, so you're fine. Booby trap, nope. Let's fire group. No, I guess not. So 2 up 2. And that guy's going to pick up the medium. And you guys are going to move as well. Alright, so you guys are going to move. I'm going to send the leader up to rally. The 458 is going to go on the assault, although I'm probably going to end up killing him off. Here, you know you're charging, barring panic. We have a fire base up on the first level. I could fire at you guys. Or I could do something against this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are crew exposed, and I do have a heavy machine gun here. I could spray fire 2 hexes. Or I could do the machine gun here with the 458. That would be a +3 on the 6 table. Actually, the 4 table. Yeah, alright, so let's do that. I rolled a 3, so that's a fire command. There we go. So let's do a 6 up 3 to there. Actually, no, we're going to do a 6 up 2 to here. 6 on the 6 is a 1. And he's broken. And then we're going to do a 8 up 2 here. No effect. Alright, spotting mortar. And let's prep those guys. We're ranged in here, so it's going to be a +2. Actually, I don't even need the spotter for that, so I think this guy's going to move. And +2 -2 is going to cancel, so 7 less to hit. And rate of fire. So on the 8 table, we have a 1 check. 467, 447, and the 447. So the middle guy is pinned. And the top guy is broken. And again, that's a miss. Alrighty, so I think we're almost done for the Russians here. We still got some guys I haven't activated yet, which is kind of weird. You. Normally that's a fire command, but we're going to move. And the 9-1 here will panic. Alright, everybody here is going to move. I'm going to have to circuit that FFE somehow. Now, again, those are fire commands, but I'm just going to move instead. I have to get that school back. Actually, you're going to fire, though. You're going to fire at this guy here. Or I could do an 8 up 4 here. Let's do an 8 up 1 there. No effect. Here. Yeah, you guys are going to move down the trench line. This guy. Moving down the trench. And you, my friend, are shooting into the trench 4 up 2. Right, that's a move. You're supposed to have a fire command, but you don't really have a target, so I'm going to move you instead. And we're going to do movement phase right now. So let's go move our berserk guy. Right here. Now, who's our target? I think this guy here is. I can't see you because of the house. So you're the target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I come to here, if I go 1, 2, 3, this guy would still be the closest. Okay, so that's fine. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. They're closer now. They're equidistant, but this guy's less GM, so, and they don't have the debris in the way. This would be 4. Let's do this guy for command, and he's going to fire a 2 down 2. So that's going to be probably dead. 2 on the 2 is a K1. Yep. Alright, so you're dead. One residual and a first fire. Alright. So now we can do normal moves. How are we going to do this? You're going to assault move into the trench. Actually, no, you weren't in the trench, were you? I'll fire after I move. You guys are going to move as well into that trench over here, assault moving. So I'm going to hold my fire until the end. I got X226. What do I do with you? I need to make way for all these guys, so you're going to have to come this way as well. Now you let's just assault move the 4, 5, 8 here, and you're going to come here. So I'm not going to shoot again. I'm going to hold all my fire because it's only assault move, not moving in open. Although this guy, when I move here, this would be a -1 for this guy. Would be a +1. So let's do a 9-1 here. Barely in command, but he will suffice. The 8-1 and the 7-0 are both in command now, which means this guy can fire on a 4 flat. No effect. Pending task check. And he's fine. 2 residual. I could fire you with a 4 down 1. 5 and 4 is a 1 check. And you're fine as well. Alright, so you live. Now you... You're going to assault move to there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 3. This would be 2. So it'll be on the 4 table with a -3. Yeah, let's do that. For the -3, assuming I can see. I can, and I pay 1 vehicle, so it's going to be +1, -1 cancel. And it's going to be a -2 shot on the 4 table. Okay, well, you're dead. And that would be a 4 down 2 on the 1 table residual. So that means I can then move here. Let's dash into the trench. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the trench. And I'll try and intercept them with this. So I need another 9-1 command die roll. And let's do a 4 up 1 shot. No effect. And we have 2 residual here. Let's try the elephant as well here. We have them board sided, so we could do that. So it's going to be button up +1. The dash is +2. Acquired will bring it down to a +2, so it's going to be 6 or less to hit. And a miss. Now I could do the squad A as well, so let's do a 4 half to 2. 2 down 2. No effect. Alright, so it looks like the Russians are making some headway there. We do have you guys to maneuver as well. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Everybody's moving. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, you'd be visible. Well, you'd be visible anyway, so. But I'm not going to shoot because I don't have any shots there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, because I think I've shot everything I could shoot. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 there. You have 6 move. And your first one's to the south, so that'll be 1. Walls in the way, so next up will be 2, which will have you seen. Okay, so you're going to activate there. And activate it as a 8 airborne. No, green. What's a green? Gray is green, so it's going to be airborne. And an 8 is a squad with a fortification. Yeah, I'm not going to fire on that. You guys here. You're not going to go in the FFE, so it's going to be 2. And then 4, you'll be seen. You're active. And you're going to be a squad as well. And then you. We're going to go north for 2. That'll be 3, and then 4, 5. That's where you'll be seen. Activated as a 11. Squad leader, and that's it. So squad and leader is going to be a modified 5. Gets us a 9-1. All right. That was 5 move. Let's go one more. No. If I go one more, I'm going to get shot. There's a lot of fire base going on here, and I'm afraid I'm going to get shot. On the other hand, I really don't have much choice. I have to get moving. Yeah, let's do it. It's a 9-1 with a 4-5-8. We should be pretty good to go. Yeah, we're gonna fire a 10-2. I'm gonna fire his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna fire on the 8 table. This guy is actually gonna be a 9-1, so it's gonna be -3 on the 8. So that's gonna be a 2 check, a 9-1. And the squad. So they're fine. They're both pinned. And a German sniper. We have a 3. Now I do have race, so let's do a. No, I can't use it yet. So I'm just going to mark the squaddy as first fired. Next up, again, we're going to have to avoid the FFE. So that's be pretty simple. We'll come south. So 2, let's bypass 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're screwed. You're so dead. I don't want to move this guy because he's going to get attacked. And these guys can't DM move. Sorry, they can't route anywhere because they're DM'd. Although I guess they had to. 6 on the 100 is a 3 check. 1, 2. Yeah, that would have been gone. Alright, so that's fine. We'll just get rid of him. Let's assault move to here. This guy will, well, I forgot to make command die roll for the 9. And here we're going to fire the pin 447. No, sorry, this guy has to make his own command die roll. Which he does. Let's do an 8 down 1. 1 check. And he's broke. Now you can go. Well, final first fire. And it'll be 4 down 1. That's an NMC. And he's fine. Let's fire the squad here. That's going to be a 4 down 1. 3 on the 2 is a 1 check, I think. Yeah. And broke. So, Russians cannot advance over that open ground, which I kind of knew, but I don't know how else I'm supposed to cover that territory to get over there. I cannot send any more units this way for the trenches because of the FFE. So I think my options are kind of limited there. This guy here, we're going to do the same as you did for the other guys. He's going to come here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to fire these guys in the defensive fire phase so we get everybody. You 1, 2, 3, 4. And you are going to go down for 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We got a 9-1 and a half squad and a crew. I think we want to get our trench back and maybe jump on a pack front. So if I come here for 1, then I come up here for 2. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. Buttoned up minus or plus 1. Non-assault, moving it open would be a -2. Would be a net -1 with the base 6. So a 7 or less would hit this guy with a 150. Or I could wait and blast these guys here with a 150. Or even these guys. I also have another medium here that I could fire at these guys. Plus rate of fire with my 9-1 as well. Let's rate of fire the 9-1. I might be able to thread the debris too. Okay, I'm going to clip a 1. So +1, -1 cancel, -1 leader. So it's going to be on the 4 table, down 1. And no effect, so you guys are done. And then this guy here, I can do an 8 +1 +2. So it's going to be an 8 up 1 shot here. Yeah, 8 up 1. No effect. Back to you. 7 or less to hit. That's a miss. That'll be 2. 3. Now I'm going to roll command. He panics, which sucks. And I'm running out of shit to shoot at you. This could be a 2 wrong, a 1 up, or 1 flat. I could also fire a 1 flat here. And I could pivot my turret, would be a +1. Or no, that'd be a +2 because it's a slow traverse. Yeah, +2. 3 for being under sun effect, and a +4 with a net -1. +3. +3 on the 8 table. And never mind, he panics. Oh, oy vey. Well, I guess I'm down to you. Oh, no, that's right, I panicked. I forgot. Well, I guess you're going to go there for no problem. You here are going to come here for 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm going to wait because I want to DM these guys. And this guy is going to go assault move into here. What am I going to shoot at these guys here? I have a threat here with this artillery piece, so I think I'm going to use these shots against this. These guys still have a turn to move before they're really a threat. So I think I'm fine letting him walk forward a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move them all together at 1. So this will be 1.5. That'll be 3. The left to stop. This will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys will be able to come here for 6. That'll be 2.5, and then 4, 2.5, 3.5, 1.5 right now. This one is a threat, and that one would be worth 2. The 9 2's effort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hexes away. Would be on the 8's table. Right now it would be a -3. Yeah, let's do an 8 -3. So it's going to be a 1 check on the 8-0, and a medium and a medium. So everything here is broken. That's fine. I rate on the both guns. So I'm not going to mark it, and that's fine. I could have fired that as well, but again, I'm going to fire on these guys because I want these guys DM'd. This guy also could have made it, but again, for the same reasons. I'm quite content to just walk him up. Now, you guys, however, that would be 1.5. That'd be 2.5. What's my plan here? I could occupy DD51, but I'm just going to get shot. Or I could move closer to this guy. This guy would shoot first, 4 down 2. This guy could then shoot if he wanted to. Or I could wait for this shot and then final fire, which probably makes sense. So I think I'm just going to come into here for... actually, no, I wouldn't have enough. I'd have to late CX. So you're going to hunker down there for 2.5. And then you... 1.5. 2.5. You'll come into the shell holes for 2. You're going to assault move into there. And that's fine. You... What I need for the Russians is smoke, is really what I need. I really need smoke. I never fired you. So let's do this. You're going to come out into the shell hole. Command die roll for that guy. Or no, I think I have a leader here. Yes, I do. Alright, this guy. Waste of a snake eyes. Could have been my shot. This guy's going to do a 4 flat. And a pinning task check. 9-1, and the squad. Squad is fine. First fire. Do I want to do a 2 flat? Yes. No effect. And then we're going to come here. Before I do that, I think I'm going to final these, or I'm going to fire the machine guns again. So this time it's going to be on the 12 down 2. I'm not going to fire the squads yet. So 12 down 2. 5 on the 12 is the 2 check, so the 9-1, and then the squad. So both broken. And I'm out of fire with my support weapons. And the squads can still fire. Alright, so that is that. You guys here are going to assault move into this. And you are going to come over here. Let's move 2. We have 3 moves, so we may as well use it. You're fine. You're broken anyways, so I'm not going to move the leader. That's it for that. Oh, I forgot my berserk guy. Well, we're going to go after the 468 and barring panic. But he's not conscript, so that's good. And then we could do defending fire. We have an 8-1 here. Let's do this 9-1. Right, he's in command, which means the other guy is too. And then, oh, I guess it doesn't matter for this guy. He's too far away. This guy here has to do it. All right, so we're gonna do tripled and tripled. So it's gonna be a 12 down 1 shot. 11 on the 12, you frickin' thing. Nothing. And again is going to be a 12 halved 6 down 1. 4 on the 6 is a 2. Right, and he's fine. Russian sniper. We have a 2. 5 for 6. Again, it wants me to really move far. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Well, 1, 2, and that is a pin. So I'll just mark them with a pin. They're not doing anything anyways. So you first finaled, and what else can I shoot? I guess I could try you guys. That would be on the 12 down 1. I think a 6 is still a 1. No, 2 check. And they are dead. Alright, defending fire. We have 2 FFEs. This one we're going to adjust. We want to come down 3. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Are we accurate? We need a 1. We are not. We can only be off 1 hex, so we're going to land 3 away. 1, 2, 3. Right where we want it. Right, target hex with the +2. And that is a 1. I forget what that is. This is a 100 millimeter. Yes, yeah, this is the 100 millimeter. No, this is the 120. Alright, target hex. So we had a 7 plus 2 is a 9 on the 24 is a 2 check. Leader is wounded. Yellard. And 1458 and the other. Both are pinned. Nothing else here, and then CC64. We have a 6. Not rolling yet, so that's fine. And that is it. Again, really not the greatest. And we are at a continuation. And then this continuation here, we need another shit draw for the 100 millimeter. Now, before we do that, where do we want to put it? Well, I could move it to here. Or I could just leave it in place and then adjust it, which I think is what I'm going to do. Yeah, let's leave it in place. We want it there. Let's draw a card. We have another black. Perfect. 5 blacks in a row. That's really great, which means we have a lot of red waiting for us. So good thing I didn't adjust it. And we want FFE1. Switch this to an FFE1 and target hex. On the 20 table, we have a 4. Those guys should be dead. K4. Nothing else here. These guys are the +4. 8 is a 2. 2 check, yeah. This guy here. Fine. The 7 medium crew is half squad and half squad. Alright, and then FFE2. Alright, now we can do other normal shooting down here. You're in motion, so I'm not going to bother firing. Although I could do a 4 up 2. 4 up 2. 8 is no joy. You're in motion as well. This guy here, 4 up 2. No, it'd be 2, never mind. No shot. Let's assemble. And you guys are going to fire your shots at this 458 here. So it's going to be 8 and 7 on the 12 table. 12 flat. And 2 check. 458 is broken. Here we need this guy. Actually, we need this one in command, so everybody is, and then that's going to be a 6 up 1. Is an NMC, the leader, squad. Right, Sturmpanzer is going to be firing already there. Never mind. This guy here is going to do this and roll to hit. That will be a critical. No, won't. So we have buttoned up, shell hole with a -1 will be a 7 or less to hit, so that will not be a critical. It's going to be on the 16. We have an 8, should be a 1 check. So the broken guy. The squad broken. And the 458 is fine. So this guy here is wounded. Fatal. And leader lost morale check for the 447. And he's a half squad. Alright, 9 to hit. Rate of fire, and on the 8 is a 1 MC. Whoa. You're disrupted. What else can I shoot now? I guess I can shoot you. 6 to hit, that's a hit, rate of fire. And on the 12 we have a 5-2 check for the leader, which is a pin. And the 248s, 1, 2. Both break because 9-1 can't use leadership, so there we go. That attack blunted, let's hit him again. That'll be a hit, no critical. And then on the 8, oh geez, okay, well. K2. Top down, 1, 2, 3. And you're wounded. 3 check, broken, gone. Gone. Panic. You guys are going to assemble your guns. Gun. And then you are going to do a 4 up 1. Nothing. You here. Do a 4 up 1. No, you're not. You're panicking. Never mind. Actually, yeah, you're going to do this shot here. So that's too bad. All that wasted for nothing. I could have spent some shots on troops in open. Here, we're going to do a 16 up 2. And this is gone. You. Never mind. You. Critical. And you're going to do a 4 up, or 4 flat. 5 on the 4. Excuse me, is a 1 check. Excellent, excellent. You're staying alive. And then we have you guys still have your squads to fire, don't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't see those guys. Let's fire on here with the squads. It'll be 4 up 2. And then this fire base here is going to fire on the gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's going to be on the 8 table plus 1 here. NMC for the crew. And they're fine. This guy here. Alright, 8 up 1. 1 check. Broken. And then this guy here is going to be an 8 up 8 flat. 1 check. Woof. Alright, can you save the day with a 2 up 2 shot? No, you cannot. 4, 6, 7. 2, 3, 7. No. You here, 2, 4, 7. And the 5, 4, 8. Yes, so you're going to fire 10. It'll be on the 12 table. Up 12 flat. 4 on the 12. Is that a K? 3 check. And that'll be ELR. And the 468 is going to fire on the gun with 2 down 1 firepower. Actually, you're in place, so it's going to be 2 up 1. Cower, so it's going to be a 3 on the 1, which is a 1 check. And it's enough to break. Alrighty, so let's fire 10 have to be on the 4 table. Four table, 4 down 1 here. No effect. And you're going to fire 1 down, 1 up 1. Don't even know why I bother with that shot. Not much point. You are going to fire into your hex, so it's going to be tripled as on the 24 up 2. 9 on the 24 is probably a 1. 2 check. This guy's in motion, so we're going to triple and have our... No, we can't fire. We're going to miss because we only have the main cannon. So let's fire the units here at the guys in the trench. As a matter of fact, we're going to spray fire both locations. And, no, I guess I can't spray fire. They're not equipped. It's going to be 7, so 6 up, 1 in both locations. 1 check. So we have a leader. You're gone. Yep. 458 is broken, and the other guy is broken too. No, wait, that's a melee. Oh, it wasn't going to fire into that. Well, I said it, so that's fine. Let's do that. And the 447 is broken too. I forgot that I was in melee here. I never should have done that. Oh, well. And the rest I'm not going to bother shooting, although I do have this, so I guess I will have to shoot. This guy here is going to hit that trench with a shell. And that is probably a critical. So we have buttoned up, 2x range, cancel. A trench and acquisition, cancel. So we have a +1 for the vehicle. And that is it. So it's not critical. It's going to be on the 4 or 12 table. And nothing. Alright, advancing fire. Flame spread. Alright, those are all flames. And then down here we have a lumberyard and AA-41. Not attached stone, so no. And down here, not going to spread to anything, so that's fine. Advancing fire. We do actually have a blaze down here. We have an orchard. And that will pass to that. Advanced fire. Now, you don't really have a shot. You guys here do. So it's going to be 6 and 6. So we'll be on the 12 flat. An MC. And broke. Let's do a 2 flat. No effect. Actually, it would be 2 of 1 because of the vehicle. You guys all broke when you tried to move. Excuse me. Over here. This could be a 1 up 2. Not going to bother. 1, 2. Nothing here is going to make it, and too much in the way. Too much in the way. Oh, that's fine. All right, so let's get to the road phase. And what has to go first? You guys got to wait for the close combat, as do you. As do you. Alright, no move, no move, no move. You here don't have to move because you're not adjacent, so that's fine. You have to. So let's go 3, 4 and a bit. Do we have a leader? Yes, we do. Let's go to this. Alright, that'll be 2.5 squad equivalents, so I can't bring both the guys here. So you're going to come here. You guys are going to come here. You guys are fine. I could go downstairs with my leader. I may as well put him downstairs. And he won't be attacked because he's gaining protection. Here we have to start moving back. So you're going to be able to move because there's no unobstructed shot to there. You'll slide back to here. You'll have to low crawl 1 hex. You guys are stuck in the shell because of these guys. And you guys here can see these guys, which means you can't go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can't go to any of those houses. You got to come all the way back to here. And for the same reason you can't move either. Alright, so then the Germans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, we have 2 squad equivalent there. 1 squad there. So we're just going to come back to this guy. What's my destination? I don't have any trenches next to me. This guy here, I guess. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. I can reach to there. That's fine. Alright, and then we do Russian advance phase. So, do I do a patsy? I think I will. And we're going to jump on this guy here. Do I jump on a pinned unit? I would be attacking at 1 to 2. He would be coming back at 1 to 2. I don't think I will. You guys are fine. I forgot to fire the tube. You guys are fine. Let's come here. We'll do that. Right, that's that. Close combat. Right now we're at 3-2, so I need a 6. They're dead, and let's go 1 to 4. No, 1 to 2 odds. I need a 4, and they're not. So the German's dead. And up here, this guy needs to withdraw, so German attack. 8 firepower to, what are we here, 4? 8 to 4, 2 to 1 odds. And they're dead. Over here, there's not going to be any attack from the German, so you guys are going to get a free withdrawal. Actually, you're going to be gone failure to road, aren't you? No. I guess you would, wouldn't you? I think because you have to wait for close combat phase to withdraw from this because you're held in melee by the vehicle. You would be gone for failure to rout because you're surrounded by Germans. I think that's correct. If you guys notice that and I made a mistake, please comment on that. And for you, for the same reason, you can only end up adjacent to another unit. You're going to be gone as well. And then here we need a 5, a 6 because it's no machine gun on the vehicle. Alright, so we created a hero. You destroyed this, creating a flame. And you'll create a leader. We got a tree. Russian. +1 morale level is a 7, so that's it. So that's a 2, 4 is a 7-0. Alrighty. And that is turn 7. On to turn 8. Russians get more reinforcements. It's going to be another horde of troops. I'm probably going to bring them up in the top. So I definitely got to solidify my lines as a German. I must occupy all these wooden buildings and rubble with some serious firepower so that I can stop any attack cold. These Russian reinforcements are probably going to have an easier walk than I thought to reinforce these buildings, which I still have not claimed yet. I must get into these as well. And now the schoolyard is in German hands, so it's coming together. And like I said, we're just over halfway right now. Possible game end in turn 12. But that's enough for this video. You guys let me know what I did wrong. As always, I'm eager to correct myself, and let's see you guys in the next video. Bye.